Goatman.
Lesh coming out here. Still offers that little bit of flexibility. I don't know if they're just saying this is our mid laner, let's go, or necessary a side lane core or not. But they're just kind of creeping into this lineup with a bit of open-endedness, if you will.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
saying that we have something up our sleeve we can still pull out. Because this lineup of star-studded players are also incredibly flexible. If I'm not mistaken, it's Snake King who's playing the 4, PPD's playing the 5. You know, Snake King who's been in the off lane, in a core position, and now more in the support lane position recently. That gives him a lot of benefit to kind of play a very greedy 4 position in this and build up a lot of farm and be more of a force in the late game.
Yeah. And back when Moo was playing carry, he would constantly play this Leshrac carry with this like travels build before anybody was really doing it. So I definitely think throwing this in the off lane and just having the Nyx Lesh extremely basic double stun lane is a decent answer to the Ursa Enchantress. You have to be really careful blocking these camps though if you do that, because I think if Enchantress gets a creep, Leshrac and Nyx doesn't really do anything. So maybe that means it's probably going to be a DNM Leshrac mid. That's possible.
I have a question for you, Jenkins, on the note of the carry for Sadboys here, because it's going to be Fear playing it and not Moo. What do you think about that for the decision of having Fear play that 1 position and Moo kind of step back to the off lane and shift Snapig down to 4 position? Do you like that? I know we only have the Pro Series to kind of base it on, and maybe it's something to watch today, but do you have any early impressions about that kind of decision?
Well, I can definitely base it off of pubs, like playing against both of these players. I seriously believe, to be 100% open and honest here, playing against Fear when he is playing some support position, it's like playing against any other top 100 NA support. It's really, it's like, okay, whatever. But when he's carry, he's fearsome, man. Like it's so difficult to play against this guy. He really feels like a TI caliber player when he's playing that carry position. As soon as he went back to that role and I started playing against him and with him in pubs, it really felt like, okay, this is like the role that he's always really wanted to play. Let's be real. And Moo in the off lane too. I feel like when he was playing safe lane, he would constantly be on these like death prophets and Leshracs and sometimes, you know, Timbersaw even. It's like, come on, dude, you just want to play off lane. Like, so I seriously think that these are these 2 individual players. It's their best roles that they're now playing.
Don't forget his short stint as a support player, Jenkins. Very short. Did not practice literally 1 game other than the matches themselves, but played great as position 5 for Moo. They will ban the Timbersaw themselves, though. So the Lesh Bat Rider. So a little bit of flex in terms of positioning. Obviously, the 2 of them are cores, though, right? Because Witch Doctor and Nyx have to be supports, I'm pretty sure. Unless they want to try something crazy.
Interesting. I would guess. Sorry, go ahead, Jenkins, please.
I would guess it's probably Bat mid. I feel like Bat mid will totally shit on a Void Spirit mid, and then you're not going to be able to get ganked by the Tusk. So that'll mean the Bat is going to have like a completely snowball game right now, just because none of these heroes really deal well with the Bat Rider. But then once again, that does leave you with this awkward Nyx Leshrac against Enchantress, where you're going to have to really focus on blocking the creep camps, which is a bit annoying. You could throw the Witch Doctor as a 4 position, well, a 5 position playing in the offlane role to deal with the Enchantress. That also works too. Like, there's a lot of flexibility here.
Now, a ban on Darkseer. They're looking for Ice option. Last time they were going against the Bat Riders, when we saw that Tidehunter come out in Game 3 for EG, Tidehunter still in the pool available. It feels like, you know, it does add team fight, which is necessary for the lineup. I feel like whatever they pick, they need something to dump into team fight because they have not much of it on the side of EG.
I'm very afraid that they're going to pick Legion Commander. Please do not, just for the purge of Lasso.
That's true.
God Almighty, please don't pick Legion. I'm begging you.
You gotta get something that combos with the Tusk. I feel like you already have save for the Lasso and the single target with the Snowball. So I don't know if doubling down on that is really something that EG's looking to do, especially when it means that your combo is not all that great. I suppose also, like, they're probably just waiting to see this pick. I mean, you get to have last pick.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Committing to anything
here for carry. Like, Troll is still in the pool. He's
They need something
Not
big
amazing
because
this
it
game.
feels like it's all on the shoulders of this carry to like be the hard-hitting DPS if it goes to later innings.
To be honest, there's not. Okay, there you go. Nice.
There it is.
Good call.
That's all that's left. It wasn't much of a call. I mean, what is there? Spectre? Sven? It's last patch?
Could get an illusion hero, but opting to go for the troll instead.
But you know, they already banned that PL, and I'd have to give EG the credit to know that troll was recognized as something still in the pool and likely to be snagged up. So I don't know how much of this 5th pick could factor into being something that also is a nuisance for the troll, but I'd imagine have to be something expected.
Yeah.
At the very least, they have a lot of push now with Lesh and Troll, so can't just leave lanes open for even small amounts of times or they'll absolutely destroy it.
Pangolier! All right, that is a doozy of a final pickup. Take it in while you can, gentlemen, but real fast. I'm going to need your early predictions on our Game 1 EG Sadboys. Suns fan, you first.
Don't copy me, Jenkins. I'm going to go EG Game 1.
I'm going to go ahead and go EG Game 1 here, Dakota.
All right. Thank you so much, Jenkins and Suns fan. Always a pleasure. Let's go ahead and send to a real fast break, but come back because we have special guests here. We have Lyrical Trent and Gunnar joining the broadcast here for game number 1. We'll see you soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back again. The panel usually up to their antics, but we've got a great game going on here, folks. And we have a wonderful guest. First, Trent, good to see you. But Gunnar, you're joining us. You excited?
Yeah.
Doing a little bit of
this should be a good game, yeah. I'm excited.
I'm very, very stoked for this one. Trent, we saw the last pick, Pangolier coming out, most likely for Ice unless all hell has broken loose.
Yeah.
Are you feeling pretty good about that last pick, about the state of the draft right now?
I mean, that's his hero, right? I think it's still his profile picture on Steam. Like the guy's a 25 plus Pango. You know, he was one of the first pro players to really start flexing the hero in competitive matches, and he continues to do so to this day. So they banned a hell of a lot of offlaners, leaving the Ice hero to last, and yet he somehow still gets Pango. So we'll see if it's the right game for it.
True. And Gunnar, you know, you got a chance to play against EG. Obviously, that went the full 3-game series. It felt like it could have gone on a knife's edge either way. What's your sort of impression of, as we're already seeing, possibly a 5-man group up mid? Oh, God. All hell's going to break loose. DNM, run away! It's coming for you. Fly with the beat down. Abed nearby as well. A good sun's going to come out to interrupt that. Played by the Lesh. And Ice is dead. The one that goes down first. Now, Crit has gone too far. EG bit off a little bit more than they could chew. Oh, no.
I couldn't tell if that was genius or suicidal, the way I did that. Because, like, at first, I was like, whoa, that was great, because now they didn't get 5-man stomps. But then it was just like, oh, but now there's 2 dead.
Yeah. So, Gunnar, after the madness, are you how are you feeling about this matchup?
Are set up to be stronger, but you know, after you feed some kills early game, that could ruin your lane. So
true enough. It just in general though, like I think that there's a lot to be said about like the sort of, it feels like there's a couple of teams that are kind of fighting around and vying for that top spot, your team being one of them as well. Do you feel like both of these squads are on sort of a similar like skill level based upon what you've seen from them so far in like pubs and all that other stuff?
We haven't played versus Sadboys that much.
Okay.
But they're kind of like a new team, and EG, I guess you could say, is a new team, but I think EG has more experience as like a 4-man roster than Sadboys. So this will kind of be like the testing run, I think, for Sadboys.
Fair enough. As we can see right now, former evil geniuses, they've played a hell of a lot of games with each other's roster, that's for sure.
And they tend to do a lot better when they're on EG than versus EG, according to our stats here, which is not a surprising thing for PPD and Fears. So, yeah, I found the draft order was kind of interesting this game too, where that Ursa came out very early. Like it's a little unusual to see him pop out that quick in the draft, I would say, especially because they already had Abed too, so they had like 3 cores in their first, or 2 cores in the first 3 picks. But I don't know, didn't really end up too poorly for them. As Gunnar said, like the lanes look like they should be all right here. Maybe RTZ's matchup versus the Bat, something to be a little bit wary of, but he's done this one before.
Yeah, the Ursa Bat matchup's actually pretty good now with like the little leap you get. This Ursa Ench will like probably, I could see him dying at level 3. So just some like jumping and slowing.
Yeah, it makes me think about like when people try to do bat versus like Weaver or something, and it's like you're trying to like push it to that perfect limit where if you can if you can force the jump out of the Ursa or something, he's got too many stacks. Like maybe you can get the kill, but at the same time, you can see the bat just getting blown up if he gets too aggressive. He's going in for it now after that jump, and that forces the TP back. But yeah, there you go. That's a 40-second Firefly used to just get one little TP back and barely any damage.
And I guess part of that is because he saw that, you know, Snake King's over there far enough away that he's not going to be able to come in and interrupt that TP, battling it out with Fly. So good decision there to bait it out. Mid matchup, something Gunnar, you know a little bit about. How do you kind of feel about these two heroes facing off against each other right now?
The matchup's pretty even. Like, there's not really much favor, but the Lesh can get like a bunch of points in Edict and then just kind of take the Void's tower if he gets ahead in the lane. But I think it kind of depends on the rotations. Like this Tusk can actually just kill this Lesh over and over.
Gunnar, according to Dota Buff and your 3 matches versus EG here, game 1 you lost the mid lane as Invoker versus the Bat Rider. Would you say that's accurate? Or does Dota Buff have it all wrong? That's accurate. Is that good? Don't worry. You did take the victory in game
I don't
2.
think it was accurate.
Oh, you don't?
I looked after the game and I was up like 400 gold at 5 minutes or something.
All right,
Dota
good. I'm
Buff's
glad to hear
line.
that. That means I can convince myself too that I actually win the lane.
Yeah,
like
you know,
Yeah,
can't believe technology all the time.
Fair enough. Oh, level 3.
That is yeah, a third, potentially a 4th kill if Snake King could have hit that maybe at the right time. But I mean, the Firefly's gone and everything, so I don't think they got him.
Oh, wait, he got level 4. Flame Break. Extra damage. Arteezy dropping low, but can't quite get it. In fact, they're able to push back and almost kill Snake King. So a lot of good aggression there.
They missed the Spike Carapace on the Ursa jump. He like, did it too late. I think he actually might have died to the stun.
And at the same time, we have some tips being traded in the bottom lane here. Is Ice 15-1, 17-2? Man, Ice, for having, what, like 5 heroes banned versus him in this draft, he seems to be doing okay.
Yeah, you always tip this Pango when he ever disarms you if you're getting a last hit or something. we joked about this. It's like the higher level Pango you are, it's like the higher level disarm you have. So you know, Luki has like 2 level 25 Pango counts. He has like 50% disarm. Ice got a solid like 25% right now. So
Got to keep spamming that in the pubs. Get your levels up. Pay to win, or play to win, I guess.
it's more play to win. Yeah. It's fair enough, I think.
That's Dota. Not pay to win, the play to win. The ultimate grind. He is out of mana down here, but he's got 2 mangoes, so they might be able to force something.
And they're trying to wrap around onto him. Does get the Maledict. Meanwhile, up top, there's more aggression onto Arteezy. They force back that TP of the Enchantress. And it looks like that's going to be the extent of the aggression on both the lanes. Getting a little bit spooky. And you can see right here, most Ursa games all time. Arteezy's getting pretty close up there with Matumba Man.
Oh man, if he sees that, they're going to be picking more Ursa.
It's true.
I feel like this guy really likes Ursa. I would want the slot. And look how much he likes Ursa. Gets the kill on Moo.
Well done. Well, at least for now, as we come around at the 5-minute mark, battling out for these runes. Snake King able to sneak one away, but now getting chased.
He didn't have to burn the stun, though.
Oh, big stun turnaround from DMN, and able to get one. Looking for a second. Good catch, as eventually Fly takes the final touch on a Snake King. But
yeah,
DNM.
but RTZ died first before Snake King, so we got the XP, too. I actually don't know if that's good or bad, because I'm giving like solo XP for the Lash.
Well, off to a good start for sure. That helps DNM's lane a little bit, as Abed was definitely pulling ahead. And you can see again, Ice being chased around the block by PPD, just being super annoying on this Witch Doctor.
Who's more annoying? I think Ice is more annoying, because he's the one pulling this lane.
It's fair.
That's the true nuisance.
For now, things looking pretty solid. As back towards mid, they make the quick kill happen onto Snake King. Abed level 6 here and making full use of it early on. Who you guys kind of feeling like is pulling ahead at least at this point? Is there one draft that you guys would rather be playing?
I would rather be playing EG, I think.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to, I think, feel chill about what's happening. This Lesh, I think, has to like keep snowballing and have a good game. If he ever falls behind, he'll just start feeding this Ursa with items.
Yeah, it's kind of scary, this game, isn't it? There's a lot of traps on the side of EG. Like, there's like an Aether Remnant and then like a Rolling Thunder, an Ice Shard. If you're just out of position by a little bit as DNM, you can just fall very quickly.
Yeah, and also this Void Spirit Nyx matchup's actually not as bad as the other spirits, because in the fights, you have like a invulnerable ability, so you can always like break a Spike Carapace instead of dying to it.
Well, ice, dies bottom. Arteezy getting dove while the rest of reinforcements show up, so they will find the kill on the Ursa, but is it going to cost them? Snake King already has fallen. Abed looks for the catch, isn't going to find it though. Quite in time. Snowball to dodge a little bit of extra damage coming through. Moo, will he go down here? Trying to find the touch on a crit. They can't finish him. And DN with the bottle onto Moo.
Oh, Ice.
Oh, it was almost there. Didn't quite have the damage.
Orb of Corrosion with no javelins. This new item has ruined his game.
Oh, no. He could have had a javelin, huh?
No, this is the item. It's okay.
Okay.
It's a very rare circumstance where that's not going to be worth it, I'm sure.
Yeah, anytime where they're, you know, doing a thing where they walk away instead of TPing, it'll be better.
Yeah.
Wow. Big moment there nonetheless. And a 2,000 gold lead for Sadboys.
Yeah, I wonder how they got Ice down bottom, too. I guess he's only level 4, so that's the real issue. He probably just got caught out.
Yeah. And that second point into Lucky Shot. And right now you can see Fear queuing forward for the Battle Fury. Arteezy has a similar idea, though he is, at least for the moment, a little bit behind that Troll. Actually a fair bit behind. It's about 700 gold or so.
Yeah, he was actually contested and has died twice, so he's just not as happy as this, like, essentially free farming Fear down here.
Yeah, they took a really late Troll and they, I think, banned pretty much like every strong offlaner. And this Troll here doesn't lose lanes. He's way too strong of a laner.
And he even has like a strong 5. Like, sometimes you pick Troll and you see a team take like a weaker 5 with it, but they have like Witch Doctor and Troll. Like, who wants to be in that lane?
Yeah, it's not a good time at all. You can see up top, and this is what you were talking about before, the multiple points in Edict, not taking mid lane, at least for the moment, putting a lot of pressure onto that top tier 1 tower until people start showing back up again. And in the mid lane, Abed got jumped on a little bit there, doesn't quite manage to get brought down, but he will take a lot of Maledict damage as he walks back home.
I think it'll be interesting to see if this Troll goes in Ags at some point this game. I think the item's really good, and it's good versus what EG has.
Jeez, Fly just got melted up top. He died so quickly.
And they didn't even have a ward there. Moo just anticipating the positioning and comes and punishes it. So what do you like about the Aghanims on Troll this game?
It's really good versus Ursa. It forces him to buy BKB because you can purge his overpower, which is really annoying for him.
Oh,
and
yeah,
also
true.
you can apply the mischance like every time, even if he ults. The matchup used to be like Ursa would ult, mischance, kill the Troll. But now you can just reapply it every 4 seconds, so Ursa will always miss you.
That's pretty cool. I like that a lot. And I
And
guess
also-
that
It also helps for the Pango, because the Lucky Shot used to like destroy this Troll during the laning stage. Or during like ulting or whatever, but now you can just purge it and he removes it.
Yeah, it's
this time.
actually a really good Ags game. I know Suns fan is he's a big Ags fan on Troll. I see the Suns fan Troll quite a bit. Definitely not one to learn from, but it is largely visible on Twitch TV.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah. But he always talks about the Ags. He has conditions for the Ags, you see. He's like, has to be so many dispels and everything. Except then in the end, he just admits that he just wants the ulti on a low cooldown. This Ags does a whole lot for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It makes
I guess
the mana cost low too. It's like everything you want.
Moo again getting gone on down bottom here. They're bringing in Snake King, hits a good stun onto 2. DNM shows up also, and now with the roly-poly action coming back the other way, he's going to turn on to Fly and try and find that kill as the rest of EG tries to retreat and get out of harm's way. Snake King making a chase and does have an angle on Ice, but I don't think they can get there in time.
Still pretty good for EG to slow things down, though. Draw the Leshrac down here, get the kill on the bat. Fly's not that valuable. Arteezy still hitting creeps. But, yeah, Sadboys are still looking pretty good at the moment, and now Snake King's just starting to begin scouting around the map. And Ice, does he have a sentry? I don't see anything here.
Oh,
man, that was
Spike
so
Carapace.
greedy.
Jeez, that would have been really nice for them. But Ice
Oh,
gets out.
why?
Damn, Ice. Talking mess with the voice lines. What else new?
The Sadboys lanes went way better than I thought they would.
Yeah?
The Slash has 1.5k on the Void Spirit. I think if they keep this up, it's pretty easy for them to win in like this 25-30 minute window before the Ursa gets like 5-6 slotted.
Okay. And I guess that likely shutting down the rest of these towers is going to be one of the routes that you go down for Sadboys, or do you think that it's just keep running at you trying to find fights around the time?
They want to use the Lesh to take the towers early so that the Nyx in the back can be this map pressure.
Okay.
Because in the early game, the Nyx in the back are kind of bad because everyone can sit under towers. There's not many points that you can attack, but once you lose these tier 1 towers, the map gets scary quick.
Yeah, it seems to me that like the Rolling Thunders are kind of that like potential. Like it's not necessarily going to be easy for Ice, but the Leshrac will be exposed when they're going for those tower sieges. So if he can like pull off something kind of crazy and then the Shard follow up, maybe there's something there for them. But certainly easier said than done. It does look like Sadboys have the edge if they just kind of waltz up right now.
Speaking of waltzing up, quick smoke, bringing 3 in front, 1 behind. And they're trying to find, I think, a bigger kill than Fly.
Yeah, anything but Fly, pretty much. They're trying to find where Arteezy's... Oh, actually, they know where he's farming, I think. Is that ward.
Well, the wraparound and now going on to Ice here. He is fully surrounded. Every damn person, every angle. And that time he still tries to go for the jump away. Has Rolling Thunder back up in 2 seconds, but it's not quite going to be in time as the combo is there and, well, 5 heroes mid.
Yeah, this is gone. They get at least a decent trade by getting the bottom tower, but obviously you'd much rather have the mid because, again, as Gunnar just pointed out, the Nyx and the Batrider are looking to roam, and now Arteezy's jungle is going to be compromised.
Yeah, Sadboys is also happy because they took the enemy safe lane tower really early. So you take this trade, now they're still up 2-1 tower. That's the advantage of taking this enemy safe lane tower.
That's some math right there.
Oh, yeah. PPD. He spots Arteezy. Do they have another Vendetta? Not for 40 seconds. So that kill not likely to connect unless Moo can make a really sick play. It's pretty far away, though. So they won't be able to connect on killing the Ursa.
Battle Fury's coming out for Fear right now. Arteezy about 1 item behind. 3/4 of 1.
Okay. Sticking to the plan, at least for now, for Sadboys. And Evil Geniuses, I mean, what's sort of the game plan for them? How can they disrupt this? Do you need to go for like sort of a quick smoke type of play to find the troll farming, or do you just sort of keep trading towers when you can?
I think the Lesh needs to die.
Yeah,
You gotta
kill Lesh
find him
before he has
farming
BKB, right?
Yeah. If he gets his BKB, it's really hard for them to do anything because it requires there should have 3 items. They'll need like Basher, BKB, and Blink in addition to Battle Fury.
What? He has more than a kill or assist per 2 minutes on the hero?
Jeez. All right, that's wild.
That's a busy Pango.
I mean, he was playing it when it was like mega broken right when it came out too, to be fair. I feel like some of those stats might be a bit inflated. But nonetheless, definitely very good on the hero.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
As a 3,000 gold lead, we saw a little bit of friction in that mid lane, but not presenting DNM as an easy target for a gank there at all. Definitely playing around him and letting their strong hero be strong.
Okay, so DNM had the BKB queued up, but now he's thinking about Assange.
Dire's top
Huh.
Thoughts on that?
Radiant's bottom tower.
It's like a greedier approach. There's reasons to go. It's like you can get punched during BKB. The Ursa might buy a Basher and carry through it. So this is kind of like the half measure build where you want to be aggressive, but you don't want a full BKB.
Actually, yeah, that is kind of nice. Because then you're thinking about, like, But then there's, like, the Chainsaw and the Rolling Thunder. But then there's also things that, as you said, are going through the BKB between the Tuscan and the Ursa. It's like he kind of wants both in the end.
Yeah.
It always does feel a little bit tough when you just don't have one of those hard saves, as Ice is going to be taken down on the bottom side of the map. Didn't even have to use Vendetta for that one. Interesting. So they can maybe make another go here in a little bit if they want, as Evil Genius is just going to lose that offlaner down in the scary spot. Although Dual Scepter lift up, Finds crit now as well. Very tanky boy. Has the snowball available for a reinitiation. Shores, great block off there. And with the Battle Fury, can they kill off DNM in time? Yes, they will. They might lose a couple for this one, though, as they jump in with Abed, trying to interrupt everything else. PPD, Witch Doctor ulti, absolutely wrecking him as the coconuts bounce, doesn't get the right angle. And now Ice 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 back into the fray, wants to go for the bounce around, dodges, dips, dives, gets out. And now Fly trying to take down Moo. Mayhem in mid as Ice 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 is going to be pulled over to the side. Abed now being chased down, slowed down, doesn't have another Astral Step for 5 seconds, and he too will die. So the final tally ends up being, I think, 3 for 2? Something like that.
4 for 2.
4.
Looks like. I guess that's counting Ice when he died right before all that kicked off at the bottom tower.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
I mean, that was like the first time this game Crit's really been involved. I think he was like 1-2-2 before that. You know what I mean? It's not been a great game for a Tusk to try and like create action on the map due to like the state of his allies after the laning stage.
That's fair. But the Lesh did get brought down, and you know, it feels like that's the time it needs to happen. Uh-oh, my dude, he's in some trouble. And Spike Carapace afterwards gives one last crash before he ends up falling. 0-5-1. This is not one of those killer assist games per minute.
Do deaths count for that stat? Can that keep it alive?
Kills for someone.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, nonetheless, feels like that's the role that he's inhabiting right now. And Arteezy on the Ursa starting to play catch up. He has actually the Ogre X queued up or in his inventory, and he's working towards Blink Dagger and BKB. Feels like he wants to be involved.
I feel like these were games that felt kind of unwinnable for Ursa, and then he developed this leap, and then Abyssal got buffed and everything. So like, I guess I can see there being a chance later on where you can turn these sort of games with an Ursa, but the Troll just feels like a brutal matchup now with the ways he's been changed.
The Ursa can kill heroes at any point in the game, pretty much, as long as he can get on them. That's just the issue with the hero, right? Now he has all these new tools, like you were saying.
You know, a lot of heroes surrounding him in this game that either cause some mayhem or keep people in place. You know, with the Pango rolling through and Tusk, you know, Walrus punching, staying on top of people. But we'll have to wait and see how it goes. I guess the other thing is it's a 4K lead, but you know, Nullifier also later on in the game could be really devastating for that Lesh if you know the Ursa gets it or somebody else on EG, because a lot of those survivability mechanisms just get destroyed.
They're trying this again. They have a ward in behind and even ahead of the tower right now. EG almost hoping that they would defend this down here, but they're coming at an angle that they're not really covering.
Fear gonna TP in first. Meanwhile, the lasso comes out, able to catch Abed. Mega dead. Ice 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 rolls in afterwards, trying to secure the retreat, and Crit will manage to finish his TP out of there as Ice goes for the TP away himself, and well, they get out, only losing Abed for that tier 2 tower.
They're just throwing bodies at Sadboys.
I think their eventual goal is gonna be make Sadboys go bot and try to do some sneaky Roche with Tusk Ursa.
Okay.
That's actually pretty clever, yeah.
If Sadboys gets this Roche, I think they can walk high ground, which it looks like that's what they're gonna do.
Yeah, it feels like they were just waiting for these BKBs, and they're just about done now. Leshrac will finish out after like 50 gold, so the Roche kill will give it anyway.
And can they come and contest? Evil Geniuses, they don't have Pango roll for 15 seconds either, yeah. So seeing that being used down bottom, I guess, and now Abed looking for maybe an opening.
Got the slot open.
Oh, he wants it. Assimilate, not gonna happen. And now he's in kind of deep. Has to try and jump away, but the Eul Scepter is there. Hits the stun timing perfectly. Follow up, dead. Now Ice 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 gonna roll afterwards. And I think he just has to leave. Oh, man. Well, you think they can go high ground now? That's sort of the game plan, or do you think you can just sort of shut down the map?
The first Aegis, usually you don't go high ground. That's kind of how you throw games.
Okay.
Usually you want to Roche early so that you get the second Roche earlier.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So they're gonna use the sages to like walk back and forth across the map, get wards, make it so the only hero on Dire that has farm is this Ursa. Everyone else is gonna be really poor now.
Team definitely looking tough in that respect. And Evil Geniuses down 7 kills to 18, but more importantly, it's that gold lead and the Aegis, and now needing to find sort of a timing when I guess they can find a pickoff maybe, but their lineup doesn't feel super well suited to that either.
Yeah, it's turning into like a 10k XP lead as well, just because there's heroes that can't really do a whole lot at the moment on the side of EG. Most notably our Tusk and our Inch, really.
On over, gets control of that outpost, and now shut down the map. This is always that point in the game where it's I think for like position forwards or something, it just kind of feels depressing. Abed goes in. They've got the roll afterwards. The blink reveal of Ice Ice Ice. He's stuck on a wall. Things got a little bit awkward here. DNM turns now, tries to find it. Arteezy shows up though. Lots of damage out. Yule Scepter lift afterwards. Can this work for them? I don't think so, as the Bear Man is going to likely fall here. They chase him down, find the final touch. And with 2 dead, that one hurts.
I mean, he didn't even beat KB during that. He knew.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Well, it's a different look than I feel like we normally see. People just like taking a fight right at the start of the Aegis.
I think they saw Troll bottom and thought maybe this looked like a decent jump, but then Abed was on the creep wave, saw Moo TP in, and thought like I can mess around with Moo and get out, but Snake King came down bottom too. So then they just got that kill as well.
Sadboys looking pretty good in this game, and I think it's important to keep in mind that we're talking about how we kind of liked the EG draft, but Sadboys have come up with some sneaky stuff around the map and just played really good Dota, it feels like.
Radiant's top
I was envisioning this top lane to go a lot better for EG. I thought this Batrider would be really sad, have a bad game, but he's kind of owning.
Yeah, it kind of turned into like 2 1v1s of like Ursa versus Bad and then Ench versus Nyx. And Snake King just didn't let them control the creep at all or anything, so it just felt like it was always away from the tower.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, and 1v1s are usually good for a bat unless the enemy has a purge. Always shoves the enemy off the wave.
Again, taking over complete control of their jungle. Arteezy.
I think they saw him, but now they've also scanned them.
Oh, God. All right, run away. Fear's just going in. He's like, come on, buddy. I see you, old teammate. Moo's going to find him right there. They try and jump. Meanwhile, the battle going on the other side. Witch Doctor ulti onto Fly going to be interrupted. Can they kill down Arteezy? I think so. The chase is continuing. Ice 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 can't stop it at the moment. Trying to bring down Moo and DNM, but they don't quite have enough damage. And with the Ursa dead, they need to find some type of a kill here. DNM would be good. And stun is out. They find 1 kill. Fear, one of the only ones that's left in the area, but he might just try and take everybody on, all on his lonesome, as he finds a triple kill. Moo spots crit, and I think they got another one lined up for the troll.
He's like, this was not the play.
The slow burn down. Ultra kill for Fear at 25 minutes. Yeah, he's online.
Yeah, no Ags build. A little sad. Going the Bash or BKB stuff, the boring carry stuff.
Oh, delayed rampage.
Did he just...
Yeah.
Did he let him think he was going to get out?
I think he was glimmered.
Yeah. No, I know, but this is Sentry.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. Yeah, he did. All right. Yeah, moves.
I mean, it's mostly the max efficiency is to wait until the end of the TP to lasso him, but it's just extra sad for the Edge. Make sure your troll will get there in time.
Damn. So it feels like EG are still just throwing their bodies into Sadboys over and over again. And now with the Aegis expiring, like, I guess that they can kind of fight, but they're already down 11k now. And XP even further.
It's a little rough. Put it lightly.
Okay. That's fair.
All right, what are our comeback items here? They have Blink on Ice. That's something. They got drums. Drums are kind of cool when you pop them. That's a lot of damage. Yeah, that's how they dig on deep. And there's 2 sets of drums.
I think it's Blink on the Ursa and they find the Batrider or Lesh at the start of the fight.
That's true. Bat did just build a BKB, so it's just like, if Ursa blinks on you and kills you, that's still a viable option, even if he has BKB now.
It'll have to be some Blink Pango ult on the Bat pre-BKB, so he gets chain stun with Ursa on it. There's a lot of fight conditions they need to win. You're gonna list them all.
That's the comeback, though. That's what you need.
Yeah.
You gotta hit a bunch of stuff all in a row.
I like the yeah with a question mark at the end of it, Gunnar. This is the caster life now. How can they make it work? Uh-oh. Snaking? Spike Carapace?
Oh, the
Off the cleave. It's nice. And trying to chase on down Arteezy. Starting this fight at half HP. Ice blinks in, only finds one. Trying to buy time for the rest of his team to get out of there. And it looks like, ooh, didn't have mana. Oh, wow. But they get out.
And the instant circle from Ice of down here. Okay, go there.
This is your farm now. They're all
Yeah.
top.
Space created. And he definitely needs it. Did get a Titan sliver, though, for the Ursa. That's definitely helpful. Anything to try and sort of mitigate that, extra lasso duration and everything else. But as you're mentioning it, it feels like it's definitely fallen off the rails. Ice will push down bottom. Abed, about halfway to Aghanim Scepter. I guess one of the things that's weird is that it feels like almost any way that Sadboys have been starting the fight, they're winning the engagement.
Oh
my god. Dude, the king, the absolute king. As Ice is going to be controlled afterwards, tries to get away. You're not going anywhere, buddy. Get on back here. What a monster.
Yeah, Fierce is begging them to jump on him here. As we have 20 seconds till a potential Roche spawn. But with 2 heroes dead, they want to test the defenses of the high ground.
Good game. Wait, what?
Sorry, that's the sorry. That's the pub chat wheel accidental.
Dude, PPD, how you gonna do that to us? Your old teammate. Unbelievable.
Admin? Did they lose?
Dude, you know that Peter, the old Peter would have called on that. Like, excuse me, they GG'd. I don't know what's going on. Why is this game not over? Clearly
That's where
won.
someone on the dire, you just instantly disconnect and leave the game. Like, I can't get back in, man. They called it.
Oh. I don't know, Gunnar. What's your response if you see that in a game that you're playing?
Someone just GG's.
Yeah.
I made sure all my team took it off their chat wheel so we don't accidentally do it.
Okay. That's very nice of you.
All right, here we go. This is the
roll
anime
in.
power-up moment from that GG.
Go kill Peter and then GG out. I promise. All right, roll back and forth. Ice doing a lot of damage here. Control comes out as he evaporates to Fear. Beating down Arteezy. He's dead also. The meat grinder man is coming out. And the sigil will not save you as the GG comes. And they need to go back to the playbook after that one.
I think EG is a team, when they lose their lanes this hard, it's really hard for them to come back. Especially like this Tusk crit, I don't think had a much chance to play this game. They didn't really play the game, they just kind of lost.
Yes.
Feels bad.
I would agree. That was it was kind of depressing to watch a little bit there because they very quickly became throwing bodies at creep waves to try and find some sort of a play for Arteezy, but they never really created that moment anyway. So it was just a slow slaughter of bodies there. But Sadboys, to their credit, like that is a lineup where issues could happen. Like while Fear is still farming up and stuff. Like if Moo dives too deep or whatever, we've had a couple games like that. Like with SA Dodo, where like the bats went a little bit too hard after having a good start, and the game got a bit dicey because of it. But Moo and Snake King were a fantastic team this game, kills wise. They set up so much across the map, and then DNM was just like really chill on that Leshrac.
So Gunnar, you mentioned that you felt like the lanes are really important. Talked about as Trent's talking about the strength of the Bat Rider and Snaking playing together and stuff like that also. But is that sort of got to be the main focus in the next draft? Is trying to just shore up those lanes and make sure that you win them, or do you try and just sort of keep things on an even keel?
I think they need to fix the side lane drafts.
Okay.
I don't know if the drafts, but I thought their side lanes would do good this game. I had faith in what they had planned with this game. They lost their safe lane, they lost their off lane. They're down 3k gold or something. This Lesh gets a free double kill from the enemy safe laners walking into him. It's kind of a disaster.
Well, we'll see if they can make the changes that they need in game number 2. But for now, as an old man myself, it feels good to see Old Man Fear be able to win one for us over 30s. So we're gonna have to revel in that at least for a little bit. But at least for now, we're gonna go to a quick break. When we come back to the panel to hear them break down that game as well.